Hey folks, welcome back to Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy XIII. I'm Serious JG. For those watching these as they go up, I think this is the last video of the weekend here. I took the unusual step of getting in a recording mode, and I kind of hit the end of that last video and realized I was at a place where I could just be spamming chronostasis and getting the points back, and we needed to pass a little time anyway. So I ended up doing a bunch of fighting off screen. I just defeated Hanuman Omega, which earned us Electric Blitz level 2 and some gold milestones. We defeated every Hanuman. The thing is, we never encountered Hanuman, so I was curious and I read about it. Yeah, that valley enemy, which was the weird monkeys. Apparently there's another encounter where there is a weird monkey and a weird monkey with antlers, which is a spellcaster. And the melee version of the monkey and the spellcaster version of the monkey share one Omega, which I just beat off screen. And it was just a glowing purple version of the monkey with antlers. So at one point I was worried about making sure that I showcased... Why are you telling that story again? So at one point I was worried about, infighting off screen, I beat a couple more of those behemoth type enemies who one of them dropped this sword, which I'm now using. I had to go back to it because I realized it was what was keeping me alive. But the ghostly hood is keeping me alive in this mode, but I also got something called skeleton earrings, which make this an offensive powerhouse, oddly enough. Because I'm doing double damage with these status ailment things. What did we just get from that? The Sparkio tool. Increases lightning attribute resistance by 90%. Daily decreases physical and magical. I don't know why you ever want that unless you're specifically fighting something that only uses lightning, which that last enemy did. And nothing else works that way, apparently. Anyway, so in off-screening, I managed to time slipped by gradually. It's now 8 p.m. Like at 7 o'clock onward, those doors open up and we can advance now. Sometime before we even got to 7, it was like 6:30, certain encounters stopped appearing even though I hadn't wiped out all of those enemies. But the Raffalasia guys kept showing up, and they eventually went extinct. So these guys are gone. I got skeleton's earrings and attack level 2. It's fine. These guys are gone. But I never encountered a regular Hanuman. Because whatever these weirdos are here, they absorb lightning, they're weak against wind. I beat the ultimate version off screen without encountering the normal version because they share an Omega Beast with these creatures. So I'm assuming that the normal Hanuman is probably similar coloration to those guys, maybe a slightly different coloration. But they've got taller, goofy things growing out of the sides of the face. I guess they're not antlers because they're growing out of the mouth, but yeah, they're and they're not glowing in purple. I also fought more, haven't gotten the Omega to pop yet, but I fought some more of these guys to maintain CP. And I got some money. And I got my fancy new sword that we're using in this. The item we just got, that whatever jewel, it makes your 90% increase in lightning resistance, but everything else goes to shit. Doesn't seem like it'll be that useful. But, the thing that with the Rafflesia dropped, double C damage dealt by status element, which means that if I'm not fighting stuff that's so dangerous that I need to really build up this one's defense, and I was winning fights pretty quickly once the Passion Rogue was also dealing damage. But mostly what I find fun is that we have this sword, and I think whenever I do finally get the, assuming I can even handle the fight when we fight the Omega version of those Rebirth enemies, I think it drops like a glowing purple sword. So we'll have another one of those. But for now, let's get back to... here's your steed. Oh, yeah.
They guide you to the temple of the goddess and the source of the great chaos.
Huh.
We'll see. He'd better be useful. I was never one for keeping pets.
Somehow,
other than you, huh?
So, what are you going to do next?
Oh, I also found another thing of fertilizer. There's just a thing of like pile of. I guess she doesn't feel like he deserves an answer. But there's honestly, the reason so much time slipped is because at one point I was watching riff tracks and I had the sound down and I didn't realize that Chronos Aces had worn off. Because if you're really on top of it, you only lose like a minute every 30 minutes, or like every time it expires, you'll lose like a minute in that countdown. But yeah, there was another like thing like that with just a shovel in the ground that I just kind of randomly came across, and it gave additional fertilizer. So this like right now, I'm going to rescue Cole because I feel like that's an optional side quest that I just feel like doing. It doesn't seem like we really. Seems like at this point we could probably go back and get give fertilizer to that lady who grows Gaishaw greens and get our Choco friend. But I'm not in a big rush because I don't really care about the Choco friend. Working hard, Kupo. Welcome, Kupo. But also, we won't have any encounters here because some of these encounters seem to only happen during the day, and these other encounters, the enemies are extinct. There was one creature that we could talk to out here I never talked to, and maybe it would have told us something useful, but I didn't want to talk to it off screen when you guys hadn't met it yet.
The blue vines move aside only during the day, Kupo.
Okay.
The red vines part only during the night, Kupo. The red vines in the village stand open from 7 at night to 7 in the morning, Kupo.
In the morn.
Now make sure you don't forget, Kupo.
It's a really inconvenient way to run your stupid village. I guess, but these guys can fly, so it's probably not as big a deal for them. Goodbye, nice to meet you, Kupo. Hold on. Does this thing actually go? No. Okay, it's a trap. If I try to hop down that thing, I can't get back up. Okay. Otherwise, I wouldn't have needed to wait till night to come here. Do you remember how in the last game there was a Moogle that couldn't find where the other Moogles were? Yeah, apparently the other Moogles have been here, so I don't know what his big problem was, that he couldn't find this place. If you did all the side stuff, you found out a little bit about it, but he elected to stay with you even if he figured out a way to get back to his own people. And his name was just Mog. I think he was just Mog, the Moogle. Moogle dust. I remember the name. Moogle dust. A crim mushroom. I've been picking up a lot of the nighttime mushrooms, and obviously not any of the daytime mushrooms. Evening Kupo, I'm hungry Kupo. Don't tell me I have to come back here during the day if I want to go shopping. Okay, well, a bunch of plot, I guess. Kupo, po, 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 po.
Are you busy?
Very busy, Kupo.
You don't mind, you don't care at all that the goddess of chaos or death or whatever I am is here? Ah, crap, I don't have fire equipped. Because, like, those guys stopped showing up. Yeah, just knock them right over. Yeah, maybe somebody else should have noticed this by now.
Hey, easy there.
Get off me, you freaks!
Oh, Savior, we've been waiting for you.
I guess this is supposed to be adorable.
In the forest, I stumbled onto a small village. The last home of the Moogles.
They've moved out. This is their last home.
Their peaceful lives were about to be shattered.
By these tree-head
by a
assholes.
terrible menace. You mean them?
Yes, Kubo.
You guys are jerks. Just because they're the creatures of the forest and we moved here and took over their home, they think they have the right. Please don't tell me they're meant to have followed us. Peace and quiet, Kupo. Okay, well, at least I get a chance to, man, you know, I've got like a rat's nest of cables going here, and I really fouled up. I have, like, no give on how my headset is right now. Alright, to get fire going again, instead of ice. Because it seems like this is going to happen as part of the, part of this, like, it doesn't seem like we're getting out of here without doing this. Well, I'm only fighting one at a time. By the way, this new, sword gives me regen at the beginning of battle for 15 seconds, which is actually quite handy because it just means grinding against like regular old enemies, your health is constantly being topped off.
I saw this coming.
Not as big a deal against, you know, long slow fights, but against, well, like, you know, I'm not in perfect health right now because of I just got done fighting an Omega, but. Oh, I was just about to. I would swear I was just about to ask. I wonder if these guys don't summon because it's like story battle. Yeah, doing a lot more damage with the actual damage infliction portion of those spells, which has not traditionally been the point. A lot more viable now. I'm just trying to get off an attack at all. These battles can take forever when they keep summoning replacements.
Let's switch it up. I'll take you to the unseen void.
So it's nice when they don't. Maybe the reason they stopped showing up is because I was getting close enough to mess this up. It's possible. Like I was about to fight the Omega, and the game's like, nah, let's not have any more show up because you're gonna ruin everything. Like last possible second. Up!
Keep the enemy on its toes.
Ah, Curse saved me there. Because its summon was broken up when it got hit, rather than it just continuing on and getting an attack after anyway.
Light, you did it! You got rid of the monsters that were terrible.
You're like the best ever, Light.
That ought to be a weight off their minds. You should let them know right away.
That they owe you their lives, and that they're nothing without your dark power of tree murder. Okay, we got it.
Nice for a Kupo. Some of us enjoy a little peace.
Oh, that's the one we're supposed to care about. He's their chief?
Where have you been, Kupo?
I guess their chief is Sarah's little, like, you know, pet from her story. Because I'm pretty sure that's what's happening. I think this is like Sarah's little mascot that she would like that transformed into a Whoppet, and she would, you know, like snuggle with it between battles. I think it is now like the boss of all these guys.
You can't really be. You're still alive?
I can't believe you weren't murdered by now.
It really is you.
I'm so upset.
What?
You can't be here! I swear you're supposed to be dead! Running away? No, there's no escape for you. I guess he just wants to speak to us in private.
Mog.
Lightning, I'm going to need you to fake your own death and battle with me, so I can assert my dominance over these Moogles, Kupo.
It is you, isn't it?
Who's Mog, Kupo?
Oh, shut up.
What are you playing at? Is it that terrible having to see me again?
No, I hate that outfit, Kupo.
Kupo, I swear.
Then turn around.
Bright eyes.
Mog does not deserve to look like me in the eye, Kupo.
Oh, it's not your fault Sarah's dead.
Because Mog couldn't protect Sarah, Kupo.
Yeah, I think Noel should have had this attitude instead of just being a douchebag.
Mog.
Kupo?
Now that you mention
glad
it,
you're
it is
right.
your fault she's dead, and I
Worry
do
about
hate you.
I know what you're feeling. You've shed a lot of tears for Sarah, haven't you?
Yeah, she used to snuggle me. I was her weapon,
But
Kupo.
blaming yourself for what happened is just gonna make her sad. You know that.
She can't feel sadness. She can't feel anything in the
Gone forever.
void of chaos,
Her soul
Kupo.
is still out there. And I promise you, I'm going to bring her back.
But only if you use your dark magic to help me, Mog.
Really. So listen, I need a very important favor from you.
I need you to transform into like this kind of weird crossbow that I'll use as a weapon. I feel like the sword
There's a
just
chance
blended into
that I
the
won't
earth
be
there.
around to meet her when she returns.
What?
I'm gonna try not to let that happen.
I'm not going for a suicide
But if
attack,
it
but you
does,
never know.
I want you to be there instead.
Not Snow, the love of her life, but instead, you know, her plush toy.
She'll need someone she knows and loves waiting for her.
And Snow just isn't gonna cut it. She doesn't love me, Kupo. She just thought I was a powerful Whoppet. Okay, this is this supposed to be like zany? Yeah, it's supposed to be zany.
Kupo,
I don't know why she would do that.
what was that for, Kupo?
That's
You're
more
just
like
a
the
mean
old Mog.
witch.
Don't give up. Things are going
Did
to
he
get
just
better.
call her a bitch? I think he called her a witch. I'm not sure what that was, though. Savior's reward. We got some Gil, a Moogle figurine, and a Moogle fragment. So we got a fragment from a Moogle. We broke off, like, you know, one of Mog's arms. Decent rewards, actually. Recovery item capacity +1. This is probably, like... I'm almost positive, then, that this is required for the story. I don't know... I don't know why, though, because we're supposed to be getting that, well, be paying attention for something that we couldn't have done without Mog. Because right now, we're trying to get that white chocobo back, and I don't know that he's been essential for that. I'm trying to actually...
So tell me.
So they have names even if you can't talk to any of them.
500 years. Have you been in the village this whole time?
Yes, Kupo, it's
Oh,
been
no,
boring as hell, Kupo.
I was swept up in the chaos, Kupo. I was carried hither and thither until I found myself in the void beyond. I
Kupo.
wandered there, and one by one I met my friends, Kupo. Our world was a terrible mess, and we didn't know where to go, Kupo.
So he came here, Kupo, and murdered a bunch of those plant guys, Kupo.
Just like so much of humankind.
That's right, Kupo. We were so blue, we didn't know what to do. We
Dupo.
roamed around for a spell over the desert
Bluepo.
and Gale, Until one day we found this forest. That's when I said to my friends, let's build a new home here.
Kupo.
And that's what we
I mean,
did.
when do they and do they not have to say Kupo?
A new home to replace the one that was lost. That reminds me of something from a long time ago.
Moogle's fucking plows into her back and knocks her
Of
over.
course, Kupo.
Kupo, Kupo,
Sarah told
Kupo.
me all about what they did, Kupo. Sarah and Snow and their friends. They
Kupo.
lost their home once too, Kupo. It was before we met. But
Kupo.
they found a new place. And together, they built a home even better than the old one. They were my inspiration, Kupo. And I told all my Moogle brothers.
And Moogle sisters. Yeah, we got some real hot Moogle bitches in this town, Kupo.
I'm not surprised. You've had a lot of adventures and fought bravely in many battles. Of course they'd turn to you.
Kupo.
You're a natural-born leader.
Yeah, right.
Lightning!
I really hope she's being sarcastic as hell.
If you keep praising me so much, my bubble might burst, Kupo.
My Kupo might burst, Babo. Babo the vulture.
You're welcome, Kupo.
Oh, Magne's fine fancies. Ah, fuck. We might actually be able to buy new Wappets. Retro lightning mask? Retro for what? That's not even... It's not like there's some prior game where she looked like that. Never mind, it's just a pixelated version of these stupid... We never did that accessories quest, so we can never be sure that we don't actually need all this nonsense for that quest. Probably we've got enough for that quest, but...
Thanks, Kupo.
Plant vegetable seed, why not?
Oh, I knew the Savior could do it. Please take this, Kupo.
And then kicks you in the nuts, even though you're a girl. Yeah, we just got a vegetable seed to replace the one that we just used.
Vegetables that grow in this field are unlike those you'll find anywhere else. Kupo, would you like to work the field with me, Savior?
I've got other things to do. I don't want to work the field with you. I don't care. You can work the fields. I am more important than that. Bongo and Babongo. Well, a whole lot of people here just like smoke, let me tell you. It'll take some time for this vegetable to grow. Will we ever come back here? I don't know. I'm not sure why we came here in the first place. I thought we were going to find coal. The guy from the plot. Maybe you will be able to tell us what's going on with Cole.
Very strange, Kupo. Where have they gone?
Very strange, Kupo. Oh, I have some kind of pirate's diaper.
They're missing, Kupo. I fear they've gone astray in the woods.
When
Seriously,
did
why
they
are you wearing some
disappear?
kind of pirate-themed
10
diaper?
days ago, Kupo. Can you help? Will you find our lost friends, Kupo?
I mean, I won't not find them. Deep in the drugged woods, there lives a village inhabited by Moogles. Their Moogle has realized 3 of his fellow Moogles left 10 days ago and failed to return. They must not be allowed to die out in the forest alone. It's up to Lightning to find them and die with them. Alright, whatever.
10 days? Shouldn't you have started searching for them already?
What the fuck's
Where
wrong
did
with
they go
you?
missing?
I started saying it doesn't matter with you and switched to wrong with you, so I came out with, what the fuck's the wrong with you?
Well, I suppose that narrows it down. But how can a Moogle get lost in the first place? You can all fly, right?
Well, we get confused about which one of us is
Here,
which.
And you can find the trail from above.
You're exactly right. That's a great idea, Kupo. Why didn't any of us think of that before?
Because you're dumb.
We always flutter close to the ground, Kupo. To soar in the sky, I scarce imagine.
Well, maybe that means you can't do that, and Lightning just doesn't
Common
know.
sense to me. You can fly that high, right?
Of course, Kupo. It's just scary to go too high.
Because, you know, you could die,
Never
Kupo.
mind. Anyway, I'll look for your friends.
You will? Oh, thank you, Kupo. You should search at night, Kupo. In the day, they will be hidden away, Kupo.
All right. got
Whatever.
it. Find them before sunrise.
You know, I actually really got to hand it to the voice actors for Lightning. Sometimes the voice acting, like, there's various issues with the storytelling in these games, but the voice acting is usually pretty damn good. And Lightning is she's got one of my favorite, like, the writing in the first game was such that it drove Bobo, who was watching and had been watching all my RPG stuff. He just couldn't deal with it anymore. They're like these blasé characters, just like melodrama and boring. But like, and I think lightning might have been part of it. But like she was going around just bitching and tearing down everyone else in the party in the way that she does, which was the thing. But in this game, when she's constantly dealing with like bizarre goofball NPCs and is just like being sarcastic and not interested in their problems at all, I just really like it. And I think the voice acting is a big part of it. Oh, I got another 5 minutes ago. I was actually outroing, but well, you know what? I think I should probably just finish this outro and get out of here, because I don't know what we should be doing right now. So stepping away from the game for a couple of days is probably a fine idea. We could just wander around the woods looking for these Moogles. Oh, you know what? You were... Oh, never mind. No, this passes underneath. I was about to say, what does this red door being blocked actually do? Not much. But yeah, okay, I think I will actually do an outro. We can nurse the Angel of Valhalla back to death. That's our main quest that we're working on right now. But if we were to go over to quests, side quest, a fathership quest. We can give her fertilizer. Maybe her dad will just come back on his own. Like, I thought we were out trying to find him. Oh no, that's a separate quest. I thought we were on a quest to find where her dad is gone. Now I'm thinking we're just supposed to bring back fertilizer. And that we got ahead of the story a bit here. I don't know. Anyway, alright, calling it a video. When we come back next time, I mean, probably the sensible thing to do would be to use a guide to find these Moogles, rather than just wandering around the forest. I could, you know, just for sake of it being more interesting to watch, probably a guide would be nice. But the main thing we need to do is get back to the dang... we've got fertilizer now to grow Gaishal greens and get our Chocobo back. I thought we were supposed to be looking for this guy's missing dad, this lady's missing dad, but now I'm starting to think he just shows up on his own after we found the fertilizer. I don't remember. And eventually we'll be finding out together. Maybe next time. Maybe not. See you then.